Welcome to the Growing Tall Poppies podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Nat Green, and I'm so excited to have you join me as we discuss what it means to navigate your way through post-traumatic growth and not just survive, but to thrive after trauma. Through our podcast, we will explore ways for you to create a life filled with greater purpose, self-awareness, and a deep inner peace. Through integrating the many years of knowledge and professional experience, as well as the wisdom of those who have experienced trauma firsthand, we will combine psychology, accelerated approaches, coaching, and personal experience to assist you to learn, to grow, and to thrive. I hope to empower you to create deeper awareness and understanding and stronger connections with yourself and with others, whilst also paving the way for those who have experienced trauma and adversity to reduce their suffering and become the very best versions of themselves in order to thrive. Thank you so much for joining me on today's episode. Hello, and welcome back to Growing Tall Poppies Thrive After Trauma. I'm your host, Dr. Nat Green, and today's episode is a short and tender reflective one. Like many Australians, I've been carrying a real heaviness since the violent attack at Bondi late yesterday during a Jewish Hanukkah gathering. I want to acknowledge this clearly at the outset. This was not just an attack on individuals or a specific community gathering. It was an attack on something deeply held in Australia. Our shared sense of safety, belonging, values, and community. And if you're feeling unsettled, shaken, angry, sad, or numb, that response is human, deeply human. Events like this create what we call community trauma. Even if you weren't there, even if you don't know anyone directly affected, even if your reaction has surprised you, when violence occurs in a public, familiar place, a beach, a shopping centre, a celebration, a community gathering, it disrupts something fundamental in each and every one of us and in our nervous systems. The belief that we are safe together. And when it targets people gathering around faith or culture, it strikes even more so at the heart of belonging, which affects all of us, and that ripple effect travels far beyond the event itself. So I want to name something really important here, something we don't often speak about. Australia carries significant collective trauma memory. For many of us, events like this don't exist in isolation. They sit alongside earlier national tragedies, some remembered consciously and others held quietly in the body. For me personally, this event has stirred memories from another time. In the year following the Port Arthur massacre, I was involved in community recovery work, arriving just days after the event and walking alongside individuals, families, staff and communities as they tried to make sense of the unimaginable. What stays with me isn't so much the violence itself, but the shock, the grief and the way safety was shattered nationally. Those experiences don't simply disappear. They live on as nervous system memory quietly in our bodies. So when something like this happens again, it can reawaken responses even decades later. And this may be happening for many people who are listening right now. If this is stirring more than this moment and old feelings in you, if you've noticed heightened vigilance, trouble sleeping, sudden emotion, or numbness, memories or sensations surfacing unexpectedly, then please know you are not overreacting and you're not going backwards. Your nervous system may be responding not just to now, but to what it also remembers. And this is how trauma memory works. That deserves our compassion, not our judgment. I also want to speak directly to the impact on the Jewish community. When violence targets people gathered in faith and celebration, it can activate layers of historical and collective trauma far beyond a single event. Fear, grief, anger, and hypervigilance in response to this are deeply contextual and totally understandable. So if you're part of that community and listening, please know your responses make absolute sense and you should not have to carry them alone. Please do not carry them alone. I want to offer some specific practical grounding strategies to everyone listening now. Not to bypass or to fix what's happening, but to support your nervous system and your emotional world in the days ahead. You don't need to do all of these. Just choose one or two that might feel doable right now. Number one, create psychological distance from the event where possible. Repeated exposure keeps the nervous system in threat mode. So just choose specific times to check the news. Avoid scrolling before bed. Gently mute social media content if needed, because as we know, it's everywhere right now. Stay informed, but don't stay immersed. This isn't avoidance, it's nervous system care. Number two, orient your body to safety. Let's try this a few times a day if possible. We know that trauma pulls us into past or even imagined futures. So gently orient and bring your body back to now. Name 3 things you can see, 3 things you can hear, and 3 things you can feel in or against your body right now. And then do 2 things you can see, hear, and feel. And then 1 thing you can see, hear, and feel. Just say quietly to yourself, this moment is different and I am safe right now. That is a really simple grounding technique to just help you orient to the here and now and stay grounded. And number 3, ground through the body, not the mind. You don't need to think your way through this. Helpful grounding includes walking, gentle stretching, being in nature, warm showers, slow, steady breathing. Because we know that the body settles long before the mind does. And number 4, it's really important that we normalize fluctuating emotions. You might feel okay one moment and completely overwhelmed the next. That doesn't mean you're fragile. It means that your system is processing things. And everyone will process at their own pace. Let emotions move without analysing or judging them. Allow feelings to move through breath, through walking, through quiet reflection or prayer, without feeding them through constant rumination. Number 5 is to stay connected, even quietly. We know that trauma isolates. Connection doesn't have to mean having deep conversations. It can be just sitting with someone, sending a message, sharing a meal, just being near others. So reach out to someone safe, because community regulates nervous systems, and community connection is one of the strongest buffers against trauma. And it's really important. Number 6, be gentle with expectations. Your productivity, your focus, your motivation may dip or may feel non-existent right now. That's okay. It's not failure. Lower the bar temporarily, as long as you need to. Care for yourself is the priority right now. And number 7, seek extra support if needed. If you feel as though your symptoms escalate to panic, intrusive thoughts, significant sleep disruption, then reach out. Reach out to your GP, counsellor, psychologist or helplines. And I'll put some numbers in the show notes. They are really appropriate supports. Seeking help is not weakness, it's regulation, and it's needed, especially right now. Moments like this absolutely test us, not just individually, but collectively. They challenge our shared values of safety, inclusion, mateship, and the right to gather without fear. Violence seeks to fracture community. But our response is to be one of compassion, care, and solidarity. This is how we resist that community fracture. I've seen this before. In Port Arthur, in Bondi before, and in the quiet moments where people show up for one another. That matters. And that is how we move forward. We stay united and connected. So if today feels heavy, please be gentle with yourself. If this has stirred old memories or reactions, you're not weak. You're human, and your nervous system remembers, and it matters. And if you're able, then extend that gentleness outward. Because in moments like this, how we hold each other matters. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Until next time, I'm Dr. Nat Green, and this is Growing Tall Poppies, Thrive After Trauma. Bye for now. Thank you for joining me in this episode of Growing Tall Poppies. It is my deepest hope that today's episode may have inspired and empowered you to step fully into your post-traumatic growth so that you can have absolute clarity around who you are, what matters the most to you, and to assist you to release your negative emotions and regulate your nervous system so you can fully thrive. New episodes are published every Tuesday, and I hope you'll continue to join us as we explore both the strategies and the personal qualities required to fully live a life of post-traumatic growth and to thrive. So if it feels aligned to you and really resonates, then I invite you to hit subscribe, and it would mean the world to us if you could share this episode with others who you feel may benefit too. You may also find me on Instagram at Growing Tall Poppies and Facebook, Dr. Natalie Green. Remember, every moment is an opportunity to look for the lessons and to learn and increase your ability to live the life you desire and deserve. So for now, stay connected, stay inspired, stand tall like the tall poppy you are, and keep shining your light brightly in the world. Bye for now.